Hello guys, so today is the writing day. We are going to be writing, you guys are going to be writing your fake news articles that you planned so brilliantly on Monday. We've been working really hard on fake news and you've shown that you've got a really good understanding of the purpose of fake news, the motives behind it, and actually the structure and how to actually write it. So we're going to have a go today at writing it. Now, I planned to show you the planning. I planned on Monday and I told you that I was going to write it and we were going to have a look at my writing. So the first thing I did was I made sure that I had my planning in front of me, and it was really helpful actually when I wrote this. All right, so we're going to talk through it. We're going to relate what I've done to the key features of what makes a successful fake news article. Now you can see straight away with my title, my headline, Fake Nike Shame. It entices the reader straight away, and I've used a really strong word there, shame, and then it kind of gives you a little bit of a hint as to what it's about fake Nike. So hopefully that entices the reader. It's nice and it's bold, and hopefully it's shocking, and it will entice the person to read the article. Okay. Now I started my opener. The job of my opener, my opening sentence, was to introduce it and not go into very much detail. So I wanted to mention the who, the when, the where, and a little bit about the what. So yesterday, it was claimed that a new sports shop, located in Richmond upon Thames, has been selling fake trainers. Now I included all of those elements, the who, the when, the where, and a little bit about the what. But I also included something else, and this is one of the success criteria that you're going to have to work on today, is a relative clause. I added a relative clause, a little bit of information to tell the reader where the sports shop was. And I punctuated it using commas, but you can punctuate yours using brackets or dashes if you want. Okay, now I'm going to read on. Go Sports opened last week. However, already its reputation has been tarnished. So here's some nice formal vocabulary, tarnished. Okay, and I've actually written a complex sentence. One of the success criteria that you're going to work on is, can you use the conjunction however? Details have emerged. Oh, so that was, I think in my plan, I'd made sure that I was going to use some of that vocabulary, detail, and details have emerged. There's some fake news vocabulary there. So I'm not telling you how the details have emerged. I'm not being specific. Details have emerged that the shop is most likely. Now I've used most likely because I'm not saying it for definite, because if this shop is going to take me to court, I might say, well, I didn't say for definite, I said most likely. That the shop is most likely selling counterfeit trainers to the unsuspecting public. Some formal vocabulary there again. Instead of fake, I used counterfeit. An undisclosed source. So there's some of that vocabulary phrase, some of that phrase. Those are fake news phrases. An undisclosed source claims he saw a Russian lorry full of trainers arrive at the sports shop in the middle of the night. And I've actually included another relative clause there. I might change that actually. And I might this time have some brackets. Sports in the middle of the night. He states. So I've used he states, and I've used he states quite a few times actually. He states that he saw the manager of the shop help unload the shoe boxes, and claims that many of the Nike boxes didn't look real and were the wrong colour. And I use claim a lot as well. He claims this, I claim that. Okay. According to another witness, the manager was overheard saying, now again you see, if I'm saying according to another witness, that's in your vocabulary bank, your fake news phrase bank. I'm not saying who it is, am I? So it's clever. According to another witness, the manager was overheard saying, quick, get them inside before someone sees us. It has also been claimed that some of the trainers sold have been of poor quality. And we can exclusively reveal that one of the complaints was because the writing on the shoe was spelt incorrectly. Mike rather than Nike. And I've used that vocabulary there again. We can exclusively reveal. This evidence suggests, so some more phrases, fake news vocabulary. This evidence suggests Go Sports are running an illegal operation and need to be stopped. Now I've started my next paragraph with moreover, which is a conjunction, adverbial conjunction that I'd like you to try and use, and that's in your success criteria. The building Go Sports is situated in is haunted. We spoke to an expert, and that was another thing, wasn't it? An expert. There's often in fake news an expert, but they never tell you who the expert is. We spoke to an expert in local ghost history who was asked to remain nameless. The building is haunted. I have used my ghostometer, and the reading is very high for supernatural activity. I would not set foot in that shop. And there is a quote, which is a key feature, isn't it? Okay. The building was once occupied by an elderly man who vanished. So that's my second reason, my second paragraph as why. No, you shouldn't go in that shop. Do not go in that shop. And if you remember, my motive was, I've got my own shop, haven't I? And if people start going into Go Sports, I'm going to lose some money. All this information raises serious questions about whether customers should shop in Go Sports. We will keep you updated with any findings. Now, I've included this reading in your this writing in your slides to help you with the layout and to help you with some vocabulary. And you've also got all of that vocabulary bank as well.